Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again, and welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer. In today's video, we are doing another mystery box. I know it has been quite a while since I did these regularly. I kind of overdid it at the end, like the last quarter of last year, so I was trying to take a break from spending as much as these can be. A lot of times I'm able to find good deals, but still, when you spend somewhere between $50 and $150 per box, when you add that up over the month and you've done 4 or 5, it's a lot. So, like I said, I was trying to give myself a break. I did do one a couple of days ago that was posted, and this is the second one. I actually have a third one. I know. A third one that just arrived today that I'm really excited to open as well. But this one was, I believe, 20 polishes for, I think it was $50 shipped. I'll have to go back and double check, but I think that was the deal, was 20 polishes for 50 shipped. So I'm really excited to see what we have. I don't really remember any other details about polish brands or if it was going to be all indie or not. So I'm excited to see what we have. Let's go ahead and open her up. All right, so now we can reach in here and get some, see what we have. Oh, what I was going to say is a lot of these polish boxes that I've been getting, in fact, I think all 3 have been people reaching out to me to offer them, see if I was interested. A big thank you to anyone that's destashing that thinks of me, especially for these bargain prices. I'm very, very grateful. In any case, let's go ahead and dig right in. Ooh, I'm already seeing some good brands here. All right, let's start with this guy here. I'm seeing a Lin B Designs. This one is like a cherry red. This one is called Krilling It. Why does that sound familiar? I don't know why that sounds familiar, but this one is a red hollow. And this is kind of an interesting shade of red. It's a bit like an orange leaning red. Maybe, no, more like a pink leaning red. This is interesting. I do kind of like this shade of red, so we're going to give it a shot and keep it, see how I like it, at least do some swatch comparisons of this and maybe any other reds that I've kept in my collection in this formula. But one that I definitely don't have, even though I feel like the name sounds familiar, but that might just be because I've seen it on the website. It's possible. In any case, that was Lin B Designs Krilling It as our first polish. Next up, I see, ooh, it's a little duo pack here. Who do we have here? This one is Cosmos Colors. All right, so that is a new to me brand. I'm not sure if that is an indie brand or mainstream. I don't see a name on it, but this is a really interesting creamy shade of like a deep minty tone. It's a really pretty shade of green. Definitely one that I don't have since it's a new to me brand. Oh, and it's a jelly. There you can see that sort of a squishy formula. This should be really fun. I really like this tone, so we'll have to see how I like it on, but I think that could be really nice to play around with like some squishy jelly sandwiches. But that was Cosmos Colors. If you are aware of this brand and know what this color might be, definitely let me know it down below. And then the next one in that little double pack was Blissful Glow, another new to me brand, and this one is called Sage. Now this is an interesting color. It's kind of white leaning to be a sage. Let's see, it looks to be a cream. Oh, there we go. Okay, nice brush on this. Look at that. Wow. So that's impressive. Again, I'm not too sure if this is an indie brand or a mainstream. That is Blissful Glow, and I actually really like the tone of it when it was on the brush, so we'll give that one a shot. This one could be really beautiful in the spring. So that was Blissful Glow, Sage. All right, next up, ooh, we've got one from Lumen. Wow, look at that. This one is called Just My Luck. This is one that I know I don't have. This is beautiful. So you've got this shifty base with these holographic shards. I think these are the kind that have like almost a crescent moon shape to them. Look at that. So this one I'm seeing like a deep teal, but there's blue and gold in the shifts. There's orange too. Wow, so many colors. This is beautiful. This is definitely going in my collection. That one is Lumen's Just My Luck. Like I said, definitely one that I don't have. All right, next up, we've got an interesting round bottle that I don't recognize. Oh, I still don't recognize it. Who is that? It says FSMF. So I'm guessing this is an indie, but I don't really know what that would stand for, so I'm not sure if the brand name. But this is called Girl Crush. and on the base it says that it's 5 free and 15 ml. This is a very pretty shade of pink. This is right up there in the colors of pink that I usually go for. Before I was into these brighter shades of pink, I usually stuck with more of like my neutral putty shades, but this is definitely one that I've grown fond of over the last couple of summers. There's a lot going on. It is that beautiful rich fuchsia-y magenta base loaded with micro glitters. You've got rose gold and metallic fuchsia. And I want to say there's something else in here too. Maybe like a, no, I was going to say like a shimmer, but I think what I'm seeing might be the holographic particle in there somewhere. I don't know if it's one of the glitters or not, but there's definitely something that's throwing little holographic rainbows. Might be a very small particle in there. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's coming across, those little tiny rainbows, but beautiful shade and another new to me brand. If you are aware what this one stands for, definitely let me know. Otherwise, I'll try to remember to look that one up and see if I can't find it out for myself. But that was FSMF Girl Crush. Let's look at this one over here. This looks like another new to me brand. Definitely new to me. This one says Sugar Belle Nails Co. Very cute. This one is called Alice. So it does need a bit of a shake. So this one looks beautiful. Beautiful like Alice blue. If you remember the color of blue dress that Alice wears in Alice in Wonderland that was animated. I forget what year that came out in Disney, but Alice's blue dress. And this is a really fun polish. You've got a somewhat like pearlized sheen to it. And there's shifts. I'm seeing pink and orange at the edge. Although I don't know if that's going to come across on camera, but there's that blue aqua-y glow against this base. This is pretty. And another new to me brand. That was Sugar Belle Nails Co. Alice. Let's do this one next. Another new to me brand. Wow. Okay, this one is called Cauldron Lacquer, and this one is called Ginger Snap Latte. So another new brand. Wow. So this one is somewhat of a like yellow leaning off-white, maybe a bit deeper than that. Yeah, maybe a bit on the deeper side. It does need a bit of a shake, but there's that color on the wand. And then it is loaded with green and red glitters. My guess is this definitely came out in a holiday collection, but you've also got gold in there. So this is the first one. I would say the color's probably not up my alley. This is a little bit too yellow against my skin tone, like a beigey yellow. So I'll probably be destashing this one. I'm very curious about another new to me brand though. So if you're aware of this brand and have any favorites from them, definitely let me know down below. I'm wondering if they're on Etsy maybe, but that was Cauldron Lacquer's Gingerbread Latte. First one going in the destash. All right, let's do this one. I see a beautiful purple. This one, ooh, it's a Quixotic. Oh, so this is another one of my favorite brands, although I really haven't seen much from them in a while. In fact, I don't recall if they were taking another break or what the case was, but I love my Quixotic polishes. I have quite a number of them, and this one is called Pixie Stick. And I don't think this is one that I have, so I will definitely be adding this to my collection. Of course, if I check and I do have this one, we might go ahead and add this one to the destash, but this is stunning. It is a really gorgeous shade of purple, and then you have a beautiful shifting shimmer in there. There's also like a, I don't know, like a larger size shifting shimmer in there, but look at the twinkles in there. Maybe even a holographic micro glitter. There's a lot of beautiful shimmer in here and sparkle. Very happy with this one. This is definitely going in my collection. That was Quixotic's Pixie Stick. Next up, ooh, who do we have here? Look at this. Wow. Fancy looking bottle. This one is by Ari Nail Lacquer, and this one is called Mary. Look at that. How fancy. So this one kind of reminds me of the, oh, what brand was that? You guys probably know the one that I'm thinking of, where it's like a huge stiletto length, like bottle cap. That's what this is reminding me of. I'm blanking on the name, but this is gorgeous. Look at this shade. This is in that family of like what I kind of refer to as chewed up bubblegum. It's a bit more raisin tone than most of the shades that I have that fall into that color category, but there's definitely a grayed out tone to this, and it's gorgeous. So another one that I definitely don't have, and another new to me brand. I mean, we are on a roll with the new to me brands. That is really cool. So that one is Ari Nail Lacquer's Mary, going in the collection. All right, next up, ooh, I see Rogue Lacquer. So this one is called S'more Spooky Stories from HHC for Halloween 2021. I don't think I have this one. How did that happen? I mean, I definitely shop HHC, so some of these I don't know if I had to whittle my wish list down or if I just wasn't feeling the polish at the time, but this is really, really pretty. It's sort of like a blurply indigo base. Purple. It's definitely purple. Wow. And then it is loaded with a lot of things. I'm seeing like a greenish gold shimmer. There's little iridescent flakies. I think I'm seeing hollow. This is amazing. I don't know how much of that was actually on camera, so let me show you the polish. I was a bit distracted. Look at all the beautiful things. You can see that hollow sparkling beautifully. The color on this is just beautiful. I feel like because of its deep color, it does come off as a bit more of that indigo in the base, but when it's on its own around the neck of the bottle, it was definitely a beautiful purple. And this is one that I'm confident I don't have, so this is definitely going in the collection. That was Rogue Lacquer's S'more Spooky Stories. All right, next up, ooh, we've got another twofer. So the first one is a lacquer is in the air. This is a brand that I've heard of before, and I do have a couple of bottles from them. This one is called You Can't Kill the Booty Man? Booty Man? This one is from Ink Squad. Look at this one. So this is kind of like a marshmallowy off-white gray. And then you've got a lot of shimmer in there. I don't know if that shimmer is going to come across on the nail, but there's how creamy that is. In the bottle, I'm seeing a holographic component. You can maybe see it there a little bit. And then there's that pink glow. I'll have to see how I like this one on. Colors like this tend to be hit or miss. Sometimes I absolutely love them on my skin tone. Other times they're a little bit lackluster on me. But we'll have to see how this one goes. It's definitely one that I don't have though, so we'll at least give it a shot. That was Lacquers in the Air. You Can't Kill the Booty Man. All right, the second one in that little twofer package, ooh, is another Lin B Designs. This one is called Thank God I Don't Breathe. Okay, so this sounds familiar as well, but I don't know that I have this one. And this one came out in the October 2022 VOTM, so I think it's something of the month. This is really interesting. It has a multi-chrome base that you're seeing mainly at the face of the bottle as that electric green to gold, but I'm seeing teal and purple and gold, plus you have the holographic flakies in here, which I think might be gold. Beautiful combination, and I don't think I have this one, so we will be adding this one to the collection. That was Lin B Designs, Thank God I Don't Breathe. Next up we have another twofer. Ooh, oh, and we have another one from Cauldron Lacquer. This one is called Snow Moon, and this was a glow-in-the-dark polish. Interesting. Look at this. So this would have been perfect for a winter mani. This is a slightly off-white, loaded with a bunch of shimmer that twinkles. There you go. This is the kind of polish that reminds me of sun glinting off of freshly fallen snow. Really, really gorgeous. I will have to see how it compares to any other colors in my collection that are kind of close, but this is really nice. It would give me an opportunity too to try this brand, so I think I'll add this to the collection. That was Cauldron Lacquer's Snow Moon, and I'm curious about the glow in the dark too. All right, another one. Ooh, we've got another from that one brand that I wasn't sure about the name. That's FSMF, and this one is called Reptile. Ooh, and it's a thermal. Look at that. So this is a beautiful shade of green. This is my kind of green. Oddly enough, on camera, it's pulling a lot bluer. In person, it's definitely like a deep jungle green, loaded with iridescent flakies. I am curious what color this would turn when it's warm, but it's right up my alley with this color. So I'll definitely be adding this one to my collection. So that was FSMF Reptile. All right, next up. Oh, I think this one might be another new to me brand. This is from Humble Bee Polish. I think I've seen these on Etsy before. I think this was one of the brands I had been eyeing. So yay, get to try one. This one is called Let It Be, spelled like the bee, the bug. How cute is that? So this one is a purple. It is right up my alley. Look at the shade of this purple. And then it's loaded with these like mylar iridescent flakies. Beautiful combination. This is going right into my collection. I absolutely love this one. So that is Humble Bee Polish, Let It Be. Curious now to see what other ones I had on my wish list from them. Okay, next up we have, ooh, I see one from 77 Nail Lacquer, and this one is called I Lava You. This one came out in the Valentine's Day trio for 2021, and this is a cream polish, looks like. It is a deep tone of like a fuchsia pink. Really pretty color. I will have to compare this to some other colors that I have in this color category. I tend to like ones that are a bit on the brighter side, but we'll have to see how it swatches. But I don't have it in my collection, so for the time being, we'll add it. That was 77 Nail Lacquer's I Lava You. All right, next up, ooh, I see one from Zombie Claw. This one is kind of like a creamy cantaloupe shade. This one is called Campfire Spooks. Look at this. This strikes me as a pretty unique polish to my collection. It's that creamy melon shade, and then it is loaded with shimmer. Look at that pink pop against it. There's a strong gold in there as well. And then there's also a scattering of these other particles in there that I think might be like a holographic flaky. So very interesting. I will definitely be holding on to this one, seeing how I like it. That was Zombie Claw's Campfire Spooks. All right, next up, ooh, I think we have another from a new to me brand. This is one that the brand we've seen, where was that? There. So we have another from Blissful Glow. This one is called Opal Fantasy. This is an icy shade of blue. You've got some larger particled like shimmer or micro flakies in there, and then you've got that icy silver. This is really pretty, so I'll have to see how I like it on, maybe play around with it on its own as a topper, see how I like it. But another one that I definitely don't have, so that was Blissful Glow's Opal Fantasy. And again, if you are familiar with that brand and have any favorites, definitely let me know. All right, so it looks like we've got two more. Next up we have another from Cauldron Lacquer. This one is called Amethyst Crystal. Ooh, so this is right up my alley. This is a very interesting, like dusty gray. Let's see, is it gray? Yeah, it's definitely like a creamy gray base, and then it's loaded with some shimmer and multi-chrome flakies. That is really cool. Like I said, right up my alley. If you are new to my channel, I love this formulation of a polish where you have this curly base loaded with these, what I call like crushed size multi-chrome flakies. I love how they end up looking on the nail. This one also has a shifting shimmer. And like I said, this is a new to me brand, so this is one that I definitely don't have. We're going to add that to the collection. So that is Cauldron Lacquer's Amethyst Crystal. And then one more. Ooh, I think we're going to close it out on a Lin B Designs. And this one is called You're a Lunatic and I Like It. It doesn't say what collection this one came out in, so not really sure when it came out, but look at this. You have a very strong holographic flame, and on camera you're actually seeing quite the orangey red glow, whereas in person I'm seeing more of a greeny gold. So very, very shifty. We'll have to see how I like this on, because there is a pretty strong like yellow hue to it at certain angles, but there is a lot of warmth to it as well. So I get the feeling I could really like this on, and it's one that I definitely don't have as well. So we're going to add that to the collection. That was Lin B Designs, You're a Lunatic and I Like It. All right, so there we have it. That was 20 nail polishes. Let me know down below which ones were your favorites. We had a whole lot of brands that were brand new to me. If you have any favorites from these brands or think I should check them out, definitely let me know down below. We got a lot of polishes that I ended up keeping. Only one went straight to the destash, and that's just because this isn't a color I could see myself wearing, but really neat to get so many polishes that are new brands, new polishes to my collection. So a huge thank you to the seller for putting this together. And again, thank you for reaching out to me and thinking of me when you're doing your destashes. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me and looking at beautiful polish. Hopefully you had a good time. If you're new, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos, and I will see you in that next one.